G'day everyone, Buck up in a very hot far north Queensland. She's pretty warm, but we got blue skies, it's good. We got bloody nice weather up here because South Queensland's dragged all the shit weather down their way with that cyclone. So you'll probably see this after the cyclone hits, guys, or probably during while it's hitting. So good luck to everyone down there in the southeast corner of Queensland, northern New South Wales. If you're in that zone, we're thinking of you, and let's hope you get through okay, everyone. We know what you're going through. Hey, listen, today's a bit of a special cook-up. Can you believe it? It's about 33 or something, and I'm going to do a cook-up over fire today. Was going to go down the beach and do this, and Ross said, you know what, I can't be bothered. It's too hot. And I said, yeah, I know. So I'm going to do it here in the back shed, do a back shed cook-up, backyard cook-up. And as I said, this one's going to be special. Not so much the actual cook-up, but it's the first time I've used this item here, everyone. It's the Top End Campgear barbecue plate. Now I'm going to pull it out of the box in a minute. You're probably thinking, Buck, did you really need another barbecue plate? Probably not. But I've got one anyway. I'm like Steve Fuller, guys. I can't help myself. You can never have too many barbecues. So this one here, how did I stumble across this? Well, in November last year, Roz and I were at the Perth 4-wheel drive show, and I was walking along and I saw the Smart Tech 6 stand. They do the hot water systems for camper trailers and that, guys, and we used to have a Smart Tech 6 hot water system in our original drifter trailer, the first one we had. Fantastic bit of gear. Anyway, they branched out into some camping gear, and it's called Top End Campgear. And I stopped there. The reason I stopped there is they had a bloody leg of lamb on over a fire pit on a rotisserie, and I got chatting to the lady there, and I said it looked a bit raw still. I said I'll be back in a couple of hours to try that lamb. Just being funny. Anyway, the guy came over and he said, hey Buck, I follow you on YouTube. And it was Greg, guys, from Top End Campgear. And I got chatting to Greg and had a really, really good chat with him actually for about half an hour. And he said, mate, when you get home, send me an email, please. I want to send you one of our new barbecue plates. So he offered me one there, and I said, mate, I've got to fly home. I can't be carrying heavy stuff like this and that. So he said, oh, well, email me when you get home. So I got home and I got on the website, topendcampgear.com.au, had a look at their stuff. And I must admit, I like the look of that barbecue plate, and I'm going to buy one when I get home. So I got online. I didn't send Greg an email. I just said, nah, for 99 bucks, I'm buying my own. So I got online and I bought this myself, everyone. So, which is fantastic. I'm going to open it up now. So, little did I know, a couple of days after this arrived, which as I said, I paid for myself, $99 with delivery. How good's that? A fire pit turned up, as if I needed another fire pit, but I've got a Top End Campgear fire pit that's turned up, everyone. So there'll be a review coming on that. I didn't ask Greg to send it to me, he sent it to me. So that I did get for nothing. There'll be a review on that coming up. But I bought this one myself. Now, shout out to Greg and Top End Campgear. I did say to him, he said, oh, Buck, you didn't need to buy it. I said, no, it's all right, mate, I'd like to buy it. I said, but I've got a Christmas live feed coming up soon. Would you like to donate? Seeing as you're going to give me one, would you like to donate one to the Christmas draw? And Greg said, absolutely. So, as you know, I ran the Christmas draw, and lucky person out there, I knew I'd forget your name. I'll think of it in a minute. Won the barbecue plate, and he's already sent me a few photos of that. And he said it's bloody brilliant. So I'm going to open it up now. Let's have a look at this. Now, $99 delivered with a bag and gloves, as you'll see in a minute. And you're probably going to go, Buck, is it made in Australia? The same old story, guys. I said to Greg, you don't make them here, do you? He goes, no, mate. He said, we wouldn't be able to sell them for $99 if that was the case. He said, unfortunately, and we all hate hearing it, don't we, that can't afford to make stuff like this here anymore because the cost is just too much. It's a shame to hear that. We all love to buy Aussie made, don't we? But boy oh boy, it's why Dave from Horizon Horizon Touring Products guys, not doing the Camp Cube anymore. It just got to the stage where Dave did everything Australian made, and every time you put an order in for steel or whatever, it had gone up, and it got to the stage where he's having to charge $800 for a fire pit, and he said, mate, people aren't going to buy them for that. So just as the Stuka dive bomber comes over, I know you'd all be disappointed if I did a clip of my shed and the Stuka dive bomber didn't come over. So when you get it out of the box guys, it has got like the oil from the factory on it, and we're going to sort that out when I put it over the fire. So there it is there. I'm just going to, oh, got a couple of stubby coolers in there too. Thanks Greg. The old Smart Tech 6 stubby coolers if you need a good hot water system, and a hat. A Smart Tech hat. Thanks mate. Yeah, so if you need a good hot water system for your camper trailer or something like that, or even for home, if you're in a cyclone area and you still want the ability to have a hot shower if you're without power for a couple of weeks, like happens to us all the time up here, get on the Smart Tech 6 guys. And we had one in the old drifter camper trailer. They are absolutely brilliant. So $99 delivered. When I go inside, I will check that the price hasn't gone up. Last time I checked was only a month ago. They were still $99 delivered. I will check that when I go in. This is fresh out of the box, guys. Now they're made out of a 3mm mild steel, okay? So they got a little bit of weight. I don't know what they weigh, but 6 kilo or so. I'll try and find out a weight. But there it is there. And I'm going to put a fire in the backyard this afternoon, and we're going to do up some beef koftas as our backyard cook up today, and it'll be the first time that I've used this, okay? So there it is there. I'll turn it around this way. So 3mm mild steel. It does come with an oil on there, and what we do is we burn that off with the, when we heat it up over the fire, burn it off, give it a wipe over with a wet rag, and then spray on some canola oil, give it another wipe, and that will burn that, that factory oil off there, okay? It is quite sticky when you first take it out. So there it is there. If you want something just to throw over, a little fire on the ground when you're out camping and you've got a little fire and you just want to put a nice little fire under there, cook some steaks, sausages, all that type of stuff on, this is the go. Now it's half grill and half plate, and the good thing about it, I've got one similar to this. It's the old, remember the old King's Ruthie one or whatever? A little bit bigger than this, but the steel on that's that thin, like it gets too hot. This has got a bit of thickness to it, guys, so it won't heat up too hot, if you know what I mean. You still want it to get hot, but that stuff's that thin in those Ruthie barbecues. It bends and buckles and all that type of stuff. This is 3mm mild steel. So, like any steel, it's not stainless. Make sure you keep it oiled after you do, and you'll see me do it after I've finished cooking. We put a coat of oil on it so it doesn't rust. So $99 delivered. There it is there, got foldable legs, and the good thing is the legs, you can push them down into the ground to keep the barbecue even on the ground. Comes with a really good set of gloves, like a camp oven gloves there, which are really good quality. So that was part of the $99, and it also comes with a carry bag, which I will open up here. So there's the top End Campgear carry bag, which is fantastic, so you can put it in there. What I'll do now is just fold it down. It's got the logo on there, and the thing I like about it, how many barbecue plates do you see where your sausages roll off? They've tapered the edges up here, so if your sausages go on a roll, which they do if you're a bit uneven, they're not going to roll off your barbecue into the sand. Who's done that before? I have. I certainly have. So they've folded up the sides, the back, so that your sausages and that can't escape, or if you're on a bit of an angle, the oil doesn't go over off the plate, okay? You can still scrape it back onto the plate and put your meat down like that. So think outside the box. If you've got flames coming up through there, you can still put your billy on that side and boil your billy. So you wouldn't put your billy on this side. So while you're cooking up some sausages or some steak on this side, you could have your billy sitting over on here, keeping your water warm for washing up or for a cup of tea or whatever after dinner, okay? So you can sit your billy on the grill side and the fire will be coming up through that. which is fantastic. So to fold it up, it's got a good carry handle here. The legs just, hold your tongue right, you just pull them up. I'll show you there. So they fold, you just pull them up a little bit, guys, and fold them in. All right, it's got a carry handle there. And we'll put our bag down here. It's not a bad looking bag, just quietly. And we'll slide him in. Slide the barbecue into your carry bag. I might have probably doing it the wrong way. Here we go, all right. I can make easy jobs look hard, everyone. Don't you worry about that. Velcro over. Velcro over there. So obviously don't put it in the bag while the barbecue plate's still boiling hot, guys. Let it cool down. Give it a wipe down. Give it a little coat of canola oil. Don't leave, tip here, don't leave olive oil on it. It goes rancid if you don't use it for a while. Always use a rice bran oil or a canola oil on your barbecue to stop it from rusting. And it's in the bag now, and it's got a carry. So, and the good thing is it's nice and flat. You can slide it in somewhere, or put it down flat in your drawer system. Think outside the box. Put it in behind your back seat in your 4B. Back seat forward, and that can sit in behind your back seat so it doesn't rattle around. But it's in a bag anyway, and it's easy to carry. How good is that? There you go, the top End Campgear barbecue plate. I'm sweating. And there it is. So what we're going to do this afternoon, we're going to make some beef koftas. I've already made the beef koftas. I've just got some beef mince and put some Mediterranean spice through there. Some Master Foods Mediterranean spice. You can put anything in your beef koftas. Just Google beef koftas or lamb koftas. I just put some Mediterranean spice through. We're going to have them on some like souvlaki wraps that I've got with some tomato, some cucumber and whatever. Put the meat inside with some tomato, cucumber, some red onion, some spinach leaves, and then we're going to put a nice beautiful Greek yogurt dressing over the top. They're going to be bloody beautiful. And we're going to cook them up on the top end barbecue plate late this afternoon when it cools down a bit, because it is bloody hot at the moment. So there you go. When I come back, I'll have a few more details for you. Make sure they're still not. That was $99 delivered, everyone, which is pretty good value, isn't it? For a good quality barbecue plate like that, a bag, set of gloves. I think Greg threw them in for me, guys. I don't think you get the Smart Tech stuff. And delivery. And we all know to post that with Australia Post has got to be $20, hasn't it? At least to post something like that with Australia Post. So very, very, very good value. It really is. And it's not cheap and nasty like the Ruthie barbecue. Yeah, that thing does the job, guys, but the plate is so bloody thin, you can't have too much fire under there. This is a lot thicker and it'll take a lot more heat, which is just what you want for your steak. See you this afternoon. Righto, it's too early to start the fire up. It's only about bloody 3:30 or something. I'm going close to 4, something like that. Been in watching Phil the Maniac, guys, with his Bismarck model. Wow, he's doing a good job on that. But what I'm going to do in the meantime, while I'm having a sneaky beer in my new Smart Tech cooler, is make the dressing to go on the beef koftas tonight. I got this off Gidgey, everyone. Gidgey ran me through this. He's, tell you what, that guy, he should have opened his own cooking channel or something, that bloke. He's very good, but he didn't want to go down that line, but I get a lot of ideas off him, that's for sure. So we're going to make a nice dressing to go over the beef koftas, and like a lot of stuff, it's all based on Greek yogurt. And will that spoon fit inside the yogurt? I bet the spoon's too big. It's the only one that, oh no, it goes in. There you go. So just Jalna Greek style yogurt. Don't get the flavoured stuff, everyone. Get normal yogurt. And I should put that back in the fridge nice and quick because it's bloody hot. So yeah, some nice Greek yogurt. Jalna's a really good brand of yogurt. Right, so now mix it up so it's a nice, we can always mix it up a bit later, so I'll just leave that there for now. So Ken said, friggin' hell. Bit of pepper and some salt when I can get it out. It is just, it's been in the fridge too, it's all wet. I'll have to do that later. Now, he did say some lemon rind. If I can get some bit of lemon rind off there. That working? Oh yeah, there we go. Get up that way. How much, I don't know. Try not to get your knuckles bucked. Righto, lemon rind in there and some lemon juice. Where'd that go? I have got a bloody squeezer there somewhere, but in the meantime, little Lebanese cucumber. Use the Lebanese ones. Use any sort of cucumber, but the Lebanese are, for this thing, I think are the best. The smaller little Lebanese cucumbers. And the seeds, you get those big cucumbers, not the, you got the continental ones are the big long ones. The Lebanese are these ones. And then you've got, I think, normal cucumbers, and they've got really big seeds in that in them. You don't want that. So what we want to do here is finely dice up some cucumber to put through that. And the rest of the cucumber won't go to waste because we're going to slice that and that'll go on the wrap tonight. Okay, so I love this knife, eh? It's a beauty. Brad Howell's knife that him and Mary gave me. I don't know what they're called, but they're not a bad knife. They look a bit yucky on the thing, but you've got to keep them oiled or they do rust. I ran that through the sharpener the other day. It's nice and sharp. It's got bucking engraved on the handle. Brad and Mary presented that to me. Boy, when was that, Brad? The Harvey Bay event maybe, mate, was it? So, finally dice some Lebanese cucumber. And the good thing about these knives is they're really good for picking up the stuff. I washed my hands before I started doing this, everyone, before I came out, because I actually had danker rub on my hands. I've torn a small little muscle in my shoulder about a month ago. I can't even sleep properly with it. It's bullshit. So I've been rubbing that into it. It's doing nothing. So I had to wash my hands properly because I actually had danker rub on them. So some salt and pepper. I haven't put the salt in yet. I've got to go and find a salt that works. Bit of salt and pepper. Some lemon rind. Some cucumber. Diced up, finely diced cucumber. And Ken said put a bit of mint in as well. So I love the smell of mint. Beautiful. So just a little bit of mint. Just the leaves. Yeah, beautiful. What's mint go in a mojito? Mojito cocktail, those green cocktails. We went on a cruise years ago. I think it was those green mojito drinks and they put mint through it. Really nice, eh? Really refreshing. Mum always puts mint through her fruit punch. At Christmas time, Mum makes a non-alcoholic fruit punch. And Mum always used to have mint leaves in there. And it gave the fruit punch a really beautiful taste. Alright, so just a bit of mint there. We'll put that through the Greek yogurt. Give that a mix in. Oh, dead set, Buck. The right tool for the right job. Have a look at that. I need a teaspoon and I've got a rice spoon. Anyway, we'll make it work. Here we go. Right, I'm back. So both these salts were in the fridge. I keep them in the fridge because the humidity kills them, but that one must have been killed by the humidity. Or maybe it didn't have a lid on. No, it had a lid on it, didn't it? Anyway, this one seems to work. A little bit of salt in there, not too much. And bought this the other day at Kmart. Bloody geez, they do a good job, eh? You just cut your lemon or your lime in half, put it face down, and you think, oh, this would break, but it doesn't. So we just squeeze some lemon out. Look at that, geez, it does a good job. Not too much. I love lemon. I love a tangy flavour, lime and lemon and all that type of stuff. This is going to be nice, I can tell. This is going to be nice. And this is the dressing that goes over the beef kofta tonight. Yummo. Ken said this is the whole flavour. He said you can get carried away with your beef kofta. There's a lot of recipes out there for kofta, lamb or beef. A lot of stuff goes in there. He said just this is what makes the flavour. A little bit more lemon juice. And that goes over it. So I've just used a Mediterranean Master Foods harissa Mediterranean spice, and I just put that through the mince, everyone. Yeah, you can go and Google kofta and there's a lot of different ingredients, but when you're out camping, keep it simple, stupid. If you can get just one little jar of Mediterranean spice to put through your mince, that's all you need. Or just use your mince. It doesn't really matter. It doesn't really matter, because we're going to have once the kofta is cooked, we'll probably slice it up, put it on the wrap with some tomato, red onion, Lebanese cucumber, and then some of the nice dressing over there. So it's going to be absolute on a souvlaki wrap. How good's that going to be? Righto, that's going to go in the fridge now, everyone. Just leave that in the fridge and I will come back when I start the fire up. I'll go and get that ready now. Righto, it's 5 o'clock, everyone, and it's still hot as buggery. It must be still close to 30 degrees, I reckon, and I'm lighting a fire. Oh dear. Getting going. If you ever cook them with a fire, everyone, just burn it in early, eh? Don't be trying to do this and then cook. Just burn your fire in early. Getting going. Always start your fires early. Especially if you're cooking with a camp oven and you need coals, you've got to burn your fire in early. Oh boy, that's coming. Yeah, it's got some heat in it. A couple of army hexies in there. A couple of natural fire lighters as well. Rightio. We'll come back when the barbecue's ready, eh? Hey, tell you what I have done with the barbecue, everyone, is I had plenty of time. I just took it inside, just some hot soapy water, gave it a bit of a wash with some hot soapy water, but I will also put it over the fire, burn it in, and put some oil on it, give it a good wipe down before I cook. So yeah, it's probably a good habit to get into, is if you get something brand new, give it a good wash first. So you know, you don't want any of that bloody, you don't know what kind of oil's on there, so you need to wash it off. Rightio, so I'm going to burn him in. I've given him a wash. We just pull them up, fold them out. Might do it that way. Righto. There we go. I'll let that heat up. I'll give him a wipe down. So I was seeing Greg, guys, when he gets the barbecue from brand new, he gives her a, geez, that's got some heat in it. I won't be putting anything on that just yet. Oh boy, burning all that. Just a bit of a damp rag there, give it a good wipe. All right. So before I put those koftas on, I'm going to let that fire burn down a little bit, guys, and just have some coals there. That's a little bit hot at the moment. I can tell that's too hot. So I'll just let the fire burn down a bit more before I put the meat on. But Roz said, Roger, start cooking. I'm hungry, and I am too, guys. I've only had a banana today, so give her a bit of a righto. Let's throw our beef koftas on. As I said, this is just mince, premium mince, and some Mediterranean spice from Master Foods, everyone. Don't get much easier than that, eh? As I said, there's other ways you can do kofta. You can put garlic in them and all these spices and that, but if you're out camping, just the old bloody one little jar of Master Foods and you're right. So they're decent size. I know koftas sometimes have a stick in them. I'm not doing that. I've got to get this last one out. Here we go. Rightio. That plate's nice and hot. Put a nice crust on the outside. Let's give it a good spray. Rightio. Come back in a couple of minutes and I'll do the first flip, eh? Rightio. I'll tell you what, that is a nice looking little barbecue plate. It really is. It's not flimsy. It's as I said, 3mm, nice and thick. Retains the heat. And the good thing about fire now, if it gets a little bit too low, you just throw a few more little sticks and twigs under there and keep the heat up to it. But that's perfect now. Let's the koftas are on, so I'm just going to get it all this stuff ready to throw on the rolls as well. Some cucumber. We've got some just some little rocket and spinach baby leaves there, so we'll throw that on. Righto. Red onion. Got to have red onion on there. Hey, Rapper. Just watching the news there before. Everyone's bunkering down now, getting ready for the cyclone to come over late tonight, tomorrow morning, about 3 o'clock. They always come over at night time, don't they? Well, you guys, hope you do well. I really do. Stay safe. Nice thin slices of red onion.
Pickle them.
Yeah, you can pickle. Oh yeah. Where was that place in Tassie, Roz? They had the pickled red onions. Oh my goodness, it was beautiful. 3 3s or the Tassie mob that does it. Really nice. So there we go, some red onion. Let's throw that in the bowl here to put on our wraps. The next couple of things, a couple of tomatoes. Oh, that's you know your knife's sharp when she cuts tomatoes nice and easy, and you don't have to saw it. It just goes straight through. That's when you know you've got a nice sharp knife. So I'm keeping it nice and sharp, Bradley. Tomatoes. Nice big juicy tomatoes. Do one more. Take that little bit off. Rightio. And we are ready to go. I'll go and check the koftas now, probably give them a flip. And we'll be eating before you know it, everyone. What else have we got in here? Oh no, hang on. Not so quick. Rightio. Let's get some more nice thin slices of cucumber, Lebanese cucumber. Might need to put 1 or 2 in the wrap, which is good. I love eating cucumber just with bloody salt on it. Slice of cucumber, some salt, and just eat it as it is. Absolutely beautiful.
I like it with vinegar and salt.
Ros likes it with vinegar and salt. There you go. Rightio. Right, let's go and check the koftas, everyone. Right, so they've puffed up a bit. They're certainly ready to flip. Oh yeah, look at that. You beauty. They're very thick, so I'm going to have to give them a few flips, but there we go. And that heat's just about perfect now, it really is. There you go. What I can do is just get a stick and a few more coals under there. If that starts getting too thin, just flick a few more over. If I want to keep that going now, if I wanted to boil the billy over this side, throw some more sticks on, get the flames going, throw the billy over on the grill side. This is a great little barbecue plate, it really is. Righto. I reckon they're done, guys. They've been on there a little while, sizzling away, so one would hope. I'm going to slice them up. What I'll do now is I'll come out with the gloves, get this off the heat, and scrape the plate clean, eh? Righto. Righto, so first thing I'm going to do, get the scraper, give it a good scrape off. Anything that's stuck to the plate, get it off there. Nice and easy to clean, eh? It's almost like, it's not non-stick, guys, but it's bloody close to it. It's very easy to scrape off. Using our gloves now, we can get it off, get it away from the fire and let it cool down a bit. Rightio. Don't walk on that wrapper. So while our meat's resting, I've scraped the barbecue plate off, hit it with some canola oil again, and a rag, give it a good wipe off. Done. Barbecue's clean, ready for next time. How good is that? Might give it another little hit with some canola. Just give it a light hit. Righto, done. I'll let that cool down, we'll throw it back in the bag, put the fire out, we're going to start eating. You beauty. I'll tell you what, I'm impressed with that, guys. I'm not just saying that either. That is a good little barbecue plate. It really is. I got ahead of myself, everyone. I forgot to open bloody... We're going to throw these on. Pits, souvlaki and pizza bases. There you go. I'm going to grab a couple off. Just warm them up on the... Warm them up. Come on, out you come. The flies are off tap. You should see the flies in there, everyone. I've never seen so many flies in my life. It is bullshit. Summertime and flies. They just go together, don't they? Righto, let's throw them on. Let's give them a heat up and we'll go in and we'll start serving up. Righto. They won't take long. We're just heating them through. I'll tell you now, guys, summertime up here is, not only is it hot, but the flies. I've never seen so many flies. There are hundreds of them there. Righto, let's give this a bit of a, yeah, that's all right. That's cooked through. I don't do red meat. That's good. Righto. There's a kofta there. I'll get Ros one first, everyone. So one of our souvlaki bases, which has been, it's nice and hot. Beef first, Ros. Oh, there's a, I got me Canadian and Ukrainian flag out the front and people are beeping me, everyone. Well, there you go. Righto. some red onion, a little bit more of that, some go away fly. Look at the flies, everyone. Unbelievable. Ros, you have some tomato? She's not overly keen on tomato. And the magic ingredient which really brings it all together, everyone, is some of my, or Gidgie's secret bloody yogurt dip, which goes well. So I'm going to put that on a plate, let Ros roll hers up, and then I'm going to do mine and come back and do the taste test. Oh boy, the flies are unbelievable. You can definitely taste those Mediterranean flavours through the beef and the mint. Yeah, nice. So here we go. So one of those koftas is enough to do one of those. If you slice it up, go away flies. My God, I've never seen flies this bad in Innisfail, Ros, honestly. They must love the beef koftas. So some tomato, some red onion, let's go. And the best bit, oh, you know what I forgot, Ros? A few rocket leaves. I'll put it on your next one. Not having another one, it's too big. So, some rocket leaves. Sorry, Ros, I forgot yours. Ros will knock me out later for that, everyone. So there you go. Hope you can see me there. It's a bit hard. They're a crispier wrap, these things, so it's hard to fold them up like you normally would. Let's give it a taste test. That's what it's all about. I'm sweating like you wouldn't believe. Ros is putting a bit more salt on hers. Right, takes a couple of bites to get into the beef. Oh my God, the flies are unbelievable. Slacking if you're watching, mate. That's one thing I envy about you guys up there in winter time. No flies. Boy, just incredible. Friday night, I just said to Ros, Joe, that's right, footy season started. Round one of the footy, you beauty. Cowboys on tomorrow night, playing Manly. What do you reckon, Ros? Nice. Nice, yeah, Ros is saying nice too. That beef, I'll put a picture of the Master Foods thing up at the end, guys, so you know what I'm talking about. There are hundreds of flies winging around the food. It's just Master Foods Middle Eastern spices. I just tipped it into the beef. You can taste it through the beef. It's very nice. A lot of koftas have got garlic and a lot of other flavours and that through, but hey, when you're out camping, you want to do it simple. One little jar of Master Foods Middle Eastern harissa spices, and that's all you need. I just got dressing on my nose when my nose is too big. Wow. You can always, if you like, put another little bit of lime over the top. If you like a bit more, a bit of lemon, whatever you got. I'll be doing these again. They're nice. Ros, aren't they?
I'll probably do pickled onion.
Pickled onion in there. Yeah, pickled onion would go nice. That pickled red onion from Tasmania would go very nice in there. Gidgee even said, even with the dressing, a little bit of chili sauce. Think outside the box, guys. Any flavours you like would go well in here. They really do, but boy oh boy, that's a good feed. Have you got some mince and a little thing of that Master Foods Middle Eastern spice, a cucumber, a tomato, an onion, and some wraps, and a barbie plate? Bob's your uncle. That's all you need. I'll tell you what, I rate that barbecue plate, everyone, and I'm not just saying that. It cleaned up really well. Goes back in the bag, packs flat. It's got a few kilos to it, but it's not overly heavy. It's not like a big fire pit that's too heavy to take camping. That thing is well and truly within the camping range, if you know what I mean. So get on there, support Greg. Greg, if you're watching this, mate, thank you so much. Thanks for everything. It was nice meeting you over at the Perth 4-Wheel Drive show. It really was. That's bloody nice. Flavours of that are really good. Anyway, I'll wrap it up, guys. The bloody flies are off tap here. Get on, support Greg. He supported the channel, everyone. topendcampgear.com.au. $99 for that barbecue plate with a bag and the gloves. Delivered. That's very, very good value, and I can vouch for you. That's bloody, it's good quality. It really is. I love the way it cleaned up. I just scraped it, bit of oil on there, gave it a wipe, and she was ready to go again. It is really, really good. It's a great little barbecue plate. Really is. So get on and support Greg. Greg, if you're watching, thank you so much, mate. And Jonah Wigley, well done on winning the barbecue plate on the Christmas live feed. Sorry I forgot your name before, mate. I had a mental blank there. Thanks for watching, everyone. Get on there if you're in the market for a nice little barbecue plate to cook over a fire in the backyard or when you go out camping. Get on to Top End Camp Gear. Tell them Buck sent you, and buddy, let's get in and support him, eh? Because he supported my channel. That's how it works. Catch you later. Be good to each other, and we'll catch you again soon, eh? For another cook up. Hope you enjoyed this one. I'm going to go and kill some flies. See you later.